or will be met, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we realized that there are things we learned when we visited Machakos. One of the issues, Honorable Speaker, is maziwa ya mama. Honorable Speaker, in the second assembly, there's a policy which was brought here, and that policy did not see the light of the day. And I think it's very important as women caucus, one of us to again come up with that statement or a topical concern, so that, Honorable Speaker, we can talk about this issue of having maziwa ya mama in court, so that, Honorable Speaker, the young ones, is a good strategy. The young ones in our ward at least can have food or can have something. In rural places, Honorable Speaker, the young one can even go to school minus food because of poverty, Honorable Speaker. So I think it's one thing we learned which is happening well in Machakos. They're being given twice in a week, which can also happen in Homa Bay County. And this can happen through legislation and also through the Women Caucus now that we visited Machakos and saw that, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, there was also a very good gender-based violence center, which was very well equipped, Honorable Speaker. I think that is also one area we need to learn, and we need to come also up with the same, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we realized that when we visited the White House, where the offices of the governor was, Honorable Speaker, they have breastfeeding rooms. Honorable Speaker, this one we should copy, so that we also have breastfeeding areas in our facilities, be it in the ECDs we are constructing, be it in hospitals, be it our assembly. We need to have a place well equipped for breastfeeding ladies or women, Honorable Speaker. That is one thing we also learned, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to thank Excellency Gladys Ateno Nyasunawanga for ensuring that as women, we are capacity built. I remember there was a time we went to Mombasa for a triple threat capacity building. And remember, Homa Bay is, I think, second in the country on issues of triple threat. So, Honorable Speaker, as women, now that we were given 2 million for our caucus, I think by the end, we should be able to impact on the common mwananchi. We should be able to come up with strategies that can assist the young ones, that is the young girls and boys, because even boys, if they are not taken good care of, our girls will become pregnant at an early stage. So we need to come up with strategies. Yes, we will visit places, we will use the 2 million, but will it impact at the grassroots so that we do things differently? I think that one we need to start thinking about it, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Homa Bay County is one of the counties whereby we are really trying. Out of 8 constituencies, Honorable Speaker, 3 of the constituencies have women MPs, Honorable Speaker. And these women MPs, Honorable Speaker, they fight for their space. If you look at their qualities, look at Mheshimiwa Millie Mabona, Honorable Speaker. She's always loud. She has a character trait which puts her ahead of others, Honorable Speaker. Look at Mheshimiwa Lilian Gogo. She also has a trait which makes her to be seen. Look at my Mheshimiwa Dr. Ivo Bara. She's very quiet, very silent, but in terms of performance, she's very articulate and development-oriented. So it's very important. It's not about being a woman. It's about that fine you are a woman. We also have to fight for our space. We have to fight it so that, Honorable Speaker, you are visible. Because there are many women, men are also there competing for these positions. So it's very important for us to look on how we can package ourselves and how we can be visible in this political environment so that, Honorable Speaker, it is not seen that now because I'm a woman, I should be helped. No. Because I'm a woman, yes, I'm a human being, Honorable Speaker, I need to be visible. I need to use the position which I've been given, Honorable Speaker, to encourage other women, and number 2, to perform so that, Honorable Speaker, we can be elected again, Honorable Speaker. Look at our governor. It is not the issue of Menenyalu in court. Our governor has always placed herself rightfully politically from when she was the governor. from when she was the woman rep. She went one term, she positioned herself, she went unopposed. No woman contested against her. In the second, after finishing her woman rep, she was categorically positioning herself and using her being a women rep to transact this county for governorship. When it came for governorship, she was ahead of most of the candidates because she positioned herself. Currently, when she was looking for the position of the national chair, so our governor has always positioned herself to get the positions she wants. So we really need to learn from that, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I also want to say that as women, the same way women are treated is the same way men are treated. Because, Honorable Speaker, if we say that you are corrupt, Honorable Speaker, corruption is corruption. There is no corruption for women, there is no corruption for men. So we should not confuse that if you are a woman, then if you are corrupt, if you have any issue affecting Honorable Speaker, then you should be looked into with sympathy or empathy. And when a man has the same, should not be looked into like that. So some rules, Honorable Speaker, should be equal because we are all human beings. But again, when now you are a woman, you should work harder, twice harder. You realize that, Mr. Speaker, in your ward, you can perform, they will say you performed. But if you are a woman, they'll want you to do double or triple. So it's important that when you're given position, Honorable Speaker, you work harder for a next position, or you work harder to retain that position, Honorable Speaker, so that many more women can come up, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, you realize that at times, as women, we can be given position, Honorable Speaker. And again, we can be given and then we abuse them, Honorable Speaker. For instance, Honorable Speaker, in the second assembly, in this assembly, we had a woman speaker, Honorable Speaker, and we voted her to be our speaker, Honorable Speaker. But coming to the middle of the term, Honorable Speaker, we realized that the person we supported, both women and men, Honorable Speaker, we realized that she could not support us the way we wanted, Honorable Speaker. So what did we do? We impeached her. So do we say that when she was doing wrong, we just support her because she's a woman? No. We impeached her unanimously, men and women. What am I driving to, Honorable Speaker? That if you are a woman, given that position, you are equal to the task as a man. And if you are equal to the task, Honorable Speaker, all the requirements of that office, Honorable Speaker, should be met. Honorable Speaker, you should perform the way it is required, regardless of the gender. So I'm saying this because we don't want to be favored, Honorable Speaker. We are in these positions because we can. Honorable Speaker, if you cannot, and then you can just be replaced, Honorable Speaker. So I want to encourage women that we need to fight for our space effectively so that, Honorable Speaker, we are not seen that we are crying babies, that we want to be helped. We go for them, you fight for them, you look for them, and you get them because you can, not because you are a woman, Honorable Speaker. Finally, Honorable Speaker, we saw issues on media, and it was a very good issue that women should be linked to media, so that we see on how media can build us as women, so that media can spoil, media can build, so that we see or we understand as women how we can interact with the media to make us visible, to also advertise our development records, Honorable Speaker. With those many remarks, Honorable Speaker, I believe that the leadership of Women Caucus will look into how we impact to the grassroots, so that by the time we'll be coming again to ask the leadership that now you gave us 2 million. This is what we've done with the 2 million. Why can't you this time round increase to 3 or 4 million, Honorable Speaker? They'll be able to see that indeed these women, we gave them this amount, and today they did ABCD, which impacted the ground, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, you realize that as Women Caucus, we are 6 elected, Honorable Speaker, and 12 nominated. Our big question should be, will we improve? It is not the G7 to help us improve. The G7 has already set what they want. The G7 has said that there are 7 governors. 1, they want to maintain to be 7. 2, those who are elected want to retain, and they're almost achieving that. And then they want to go to 24. That's for governors, and it's a good strategy. Our question should be, as Women Caucus of Homa Bay County Assembly, in the first assembly, there was 1 elected. In the second assembly, we were 2. In the third assembly, we are 6. So, coming 4th assembly, what will be our number? And we start it from today, not tomorrow. And this one will be practical, or we will be able to do that if, Honorable Speaker, we are united and we agree that all of us are different in nature, and we have different characters and different behaviors, Honorable Speaker. So, Honorable Speaker, with those many remarks, I want to note this report, and I want to call upon our ladies that what we learned in Machakos, more so issues, legislation, and policy, we really need to implement them so that they can help our mothers and young girls, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I support.
Thank you. Deputy Majority.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I also want to take this opportunity to thank you as the Speaker chairing the motion today. I want to thank my colleagues who went with us to Machakos, and in fact, the entire Women Caucus. Honorable Speaker, I'm just disappointed that within the House we only have 1 man. The rest of them are gone. This shows exactly what they feel about us. This shows exactly how jealous they are. Because when we started, they were here. I'm seeing, 2 gentlemen. I'm seeing Honorable.
Yes, Deputy Majority.
I'm seeing Honorable Molo and Honorable
I was wondering, between the 2, who was a female, according to you?
Thank you so much. My eyes just didn't catch one of them. That's why I didn't mention him. Honorable Speaker, our journey to Machakos was good. And I would call on the men of Homa Bay County. And in fact, not only men, the entire population of the Homa Bay County to emulate what is going on in Machakos. If you go to Machakos, we realized that the governor is a woman, the senator is a woman, MP of the area where we were is a woman, and then we have the women rep is also there. So the entire leadership are women, and that is really encouraging. But when it comes to Homa Bay County, they really fight. And in fact, there is this discrimination that if we give a woman this seat, we cannot give another woman this seat. What's wrong? If women can lead and if they can deliver, that is what should happen. So I just want to ask the entire Homa Bay County that now that we have realized that our governor is delivering, what about the MP? What about the senator? We can as well do that. And in fact, by so saying, I don't mean that we should forget about our people who are really working hard, like our senator, who is really giving us a very good representation. But if a chance actually falls, let us think of our ladies. We realized that there is this thing like looking for partners who can help us work. Even as the MCS, we can look for partners. Like what we saw in Machakos, the governor really worked with the partners to ensure that she got so many things that she could distribute to her electorates. And that was very good. And in fact, the stadium was packed. People came. And in fact, almost everybody who was there got something to take back home. I want to say that we should also work hard. Let us work hard and let us help one another, just like Honorable Commissioner has said, let us forget about jealousy and ensure that if there is a woman who is vying for a post, make sure you help this lady to ensure that she gets that position that she wants. Otherwise, Mr. Speaker, I had so many things to say in the presence of the men, but now that they have gone, we are seeing only 2 men. I think what has been said will be taken to the men who have gone by their 2 colleagues who are still with us. Otherwise, thank you so much. We were happy, we were treated well. Our governor met us with a lot of, joy. And in fact, she would always want to invite us to such a place whenever there is such an occasion. Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Florence, I beg to call you to reply.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. I want to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank my colleagues for having debated very soberly on this. And more so, I want to thank our male colleagues who have found it in their heart to add more flesh to this debate, Honorable Speaker. Still on the same note, I want to thank the male colleagues who are here. I am seeing 2, Honorable Speaker. That is Honorable Hamilton and Honorable Samuel Lieta. And yourself, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we want to thank, just as our members have also said, we want to thank the Office of the Speaker for having thought it wise to award us the 2 million that we were given. Honorable Speaker, as women, we deal with so much, and you see, we are very good in multitasking. And this trip was not just good for us as a county, but it was also good for our mental health, Honorable Speaker. We find that even if you see the way the ladies are debating, Honorable Speaker, you see that they are rejuvenated. There's more life into it. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, this report, having seen the way it has been debated on, and we have added, Honorable Speaker, we will request, Honorable Speaker, that we be added more, so that instead of just going out, Honorable Speaker, we go down to the grassroots so that we elevate more women, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I'm also encouraging us that we emulate what our Governor, Honorable Gladys Atieno Nyasuna Wanga, is doing. Honorable Speaker, this is one lady who has never pulled out the gender card in executing anything. She executes it first, then now the female part of her comes late, after executing her duty. Honorable Speaker, this is what I want us to do, the female leaders who are herein, so that we encourage other leaders to come up. We lead by example on things that can be emulated. Honorable Speaker, on the same note, I would also still advise that as female leaders, anyone who has gotten an opportunity to be in leadership position, Honorable Speaker, should not, Honorable Speaker, should not despise our male counterparts whenever, because this is a way of driving them away. Let us lead like the women who are there. Let us pull the men we embrace them so that they feel the warmth of female leadership. Otherwise, Honorable Speaker, I want to thank all those who have debated. I also want to thank your office, and I would beg that we note the report. Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, I want to put that this House notes the report of the Homa Bay County Assembly Women Caucus retreat at Machakos for the G7 activation held from 14th August to 16th August 2024. Mayors of the similar opinion say aye. Mayors of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, next order.
Order number 9, adjournment.
Honorable members, this House stand adjourned to tomorrow, Wednesday, 28th August at 9:30 a.m.